Division Director, in front of Director, and I incoming District Director, and area directors, and my president, and all presidents. And good morning! I wish I had some music to start with. So, we're guilty. That's the truth, isn't it? Am I saying we're guilty? We're talking about effective meetings. How effective can a meeting be? I'm wondering, how effective can a meeting be when we aren't doing the right things at the right time? I'm wondering, what's happening? Are we starting on a good note already? Where is our techie? So I can concentrate. What's wrong with meetings? Honestly, what's wrong with meetings? Let's today, this is not about a lecture, this is not about the training, it's not really talking. What's wrong with it? I remember I attended that meeting, sometimes I see you because of meeting, then I think, in fact, when I did this position as PQD, the only thing I've been doing is listening to community topic. He said you attended like 10, 20 meetings I attended. Now, do I want to attend 10, 20 meetings? No. Who loves meetings? In fact, I've been with you. There's this young guy I know. When they asked him, what's your daddy's job? He said meeting. The mom, what's exactly why did you say that? Because he gets money to feed himself. He's always eating. And I really to do meetings. We are not paid. So what's wrong with meetings? Today we are going to be looking at what is wrong with meetings, and we are just going to identify how we can get ourselves to make the meetings effective. If you want me to spend like 10, 15, 20% of my life, of my living life, attending meetings, I don't know. Okay, so I'm wondering if we can quickly split up into 1, 2, 3 groups. Is it possible? Can we do that in less than 5 minutes? Yes. We are ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3. And it's like a good one. So we have just 1, 2, 3, and we don't have a concentration of clubs. Oh, beautiful. So we are already happy. So we'll quickly do one thing. One thing I want us to quickly do is to, inside our different groups, can we quickly, well, we have done this before, isn't it? We have all submitted pre-work. Of course, we are not going to say who hasn't. We have all submitted our session workbooks. Of course, we are not going to reveal who hasn't. So we are just going to regurgitate what we have done in this meeting. What is wrong with meetings? So do we have 5 minutes? I need, please, if you wouldn't mind, we need a scribe, we need a rapporteur, and we need a timer. Do we have all of them? We need the groups. No, right. The timer for that day. The timer for this session. Because we're going to do those 8 minutes for this one. 8 minutes. So a timer to time us now.
Yes, in general.
Yes. A rapporteur.
Yes. Okay, can we have any volunteers? Can you tell us what volunteers?
Yes, you just tell us what we agreed.
Okay. So
TM. Oh, you are the rapporteur. Thank you very much. Volunteers. Timer. what she said before, what she said, keep quiet, keep quiet. Please, let's identify. And she's going to identify herself and tell us her club. And she's not going to say more than that. And she's going to identify us. She's going to tell us her club. And we're going to have together a beautiful session. This ladies, ladies, all ladies. Sorry? I'm trying to use. Okay, just one question. Chidinma from Learn Toastmasters Club. What she said, time out, time to go. That's of course, this is Toastmasters Club from Kigali Toastmasters Club. And whatever she said to discuss, that's what we discussed. Toastmasters from Mary's Toastmasters. Whatever she writes down, that we have agreed, and she will follow. And I'm telling you, she will follow. You better fear. Oh, thank you. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, is it?
Again, you have structured and what we have agreed to speak about.
No. I don't have the agreement here. That is when the meetings. That's what we all do. Once we finish, we all say we all agree. Just
describe what
no, describe the writing, but you will discuss.
Everything is working. This is in my. Yes, but there's just.
Okay, I'm looking for the pointer. Okay, that's the pointer. How many minutes? Can you tell us when we are 15 minutes, 50% gone, like 4 minutes gone, 4, 6, 8, 9, 4, 6, 8.
You look first.
Most the word every day. Thank you. I think it's good. Thank you. Okay, so we've gone. 4 minutes gone.
Question asked that. Asking, but is every group going to be same?
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I didn't attend the first session. I just came shortly before my session. I asked you, it's not you. You said I had to let you be learning. But I need to go to their meetings so that we'll know. I sat behind, but they were telling me come to the front. I guess they'll be seats. We'll ask them in the sessions. I'm sure she'll get to seats. I'm sure it's because of this. Not a request. The only question is what are the contents? So what is the difference of study? Duration. I read them with a familiar that it should be written, and I'm not really that. So what? 1.5 hours. Thank you. actually supposed to be identifying what exactly that makes us to have meetings. Somebody just tell us what to do. Somebody wants to serve that we are doing that we do that here. It is the project and we do it. Something with the fire and the glass. I'm speaking this thing now. But then, sorry, now, here and now, what is the need for the meeting next part? Thank you so much. And I'm happy that we're having the meeting. So for this book, somebody is going to tell us exactly what we identified. And I use this. Okay, I've forgotten this. Pardon me. If I may use this, I want to write what exactly we have agreed on here. What is it that you are going to be the scribe for the entire section, not for your group only? So, but if you want for the entire session, so you are still going to be scribing for them. Can somebody else take over? Yeah, Toastmaster Elizabeth is going to be telling us, what did you agree that is wrong, that is preventing us from having effective meetings? Yes, I just want to clean the board. Okay, let me try. Careful. Can somebody help us?
Sorry, I was
Are
trying.
we positive? No, we haven't. Okay, they actually, it appears they actually manage it.
Sorry.
Okay, so,
Let me do it.
okay, yeah, I wanted to write it. I'm not sure we can do that. I think this is quite fragile now.
Yeah.
Do you think we can write on it? Or perhaps somebody will write? Or can somebody type for us? Can somebody do it on their computer?
Yeah.
I think we might just. So here, the top one. Okay, let's start. What's wrong? How many points do you have? 5. What's wrong with meetings? Please scribe. Yes, rapporteur, listen, scribe, right. Okay. What's wrong, group 1? What's wrong with meetings?
First off, we identified that some members are willing to join meetings.
Some members are willing to join meetings. 2.
Then punctuality, we have members coming in late.
People coming in late, number 2.
Speakers and role players not being prepared.
Speakers and role players not prepared for meetings. Backing off at the DAN meeting. Minutes.
We have, for hybrid meetings, most times we have technical issues.
Technical issues.
Yes, so these are.
Okay, 4. Thank you. Now, next here, please. Who is speaking here? 1. Yeah, good. Actually, you're supposed to tell me your name because you don't have name tags and the club, if you don't mind. Liz is supposed to have told us that she is from SL.
Morning, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Elizabeth. So let us Masters Club, popularly known as Freedom Smile.
Morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. Toastmaster Omobala. Omobala Ringwa. That's really. Yes, thank you.
So during our discussion, we came up with a few things that are.
Yeah, 1. Punctuality.
Time management.
Time management.
Some meetings become overly long.
Overly long.
Boring
Boring
and engaging.
and unengaging.
No follow-up after the meeting.
No follow-up after the meeting.
Repetitive meetings.
Repetitive meetings are boring.
Overly formal meetings.
Overly formal, like we are having now. People who are not speaking of
And that was identified as being a particular problem for virtual meetings.
Okay. So unengaging. That's
Overly
it.
packed agenda.
Overly packed agendas. Are we still writing? Unprepared participants. Group 2, thank you. Sorry, you went too fast.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akanimo Ojo
Akanimo Ojo from Eagle Toastmasters Club. AKA Sunshine. Look at AKA Sunshine. Absolutely.
So we identified the following 4 organizations.
4 organizations. People do not plan for meetings.
Infrastructure, not planning.
Technical issues again.
Then agenda. Why are we meeting?
Agenda.
Not just for sub meetings. Expo meetings. What are we meeting?
Why are we meeting? We don't even know objectives.
Yes.
No. Exactly. Objectives.
Poor communication.
Poor communication. I can't even understand you.
9 minutes. There was an example I would not use, but
Mike? Wow. Creativity.
the same thing over and over again. Meeting conditions is a conducive place.
Conducive,
Yeah.
like online, offline, or
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah.
Conducive. Okay.
Conducive.
Okay.
This is right.
Okay.
And I think it's like other things, but yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Can we quickly identify the first thing that is common to the 3 of us, like across board, the 3 groups? We'll take it as number 1. What is somebody? Punctuality, meaning we don't start on time, because sometimes, this English thing is a problem. Punctuality, I'm taking it to mean we don't start on time. Does it mean we don't end on time? Does it? Punctuality doesn't mean that. If we don't start on time, we are likely not to end on time. Okay, so number 1 thing that prevents us from having effective meetings is time. Oh, so we don't start on time. Beautiful. That is across board. Any other one? Technical issues for hybrid meetings. So everybody, we all agree that we have issues around technical, but sometimes not only hybrid. So technical issues prevent us from having effective meetings. Okay, we all agreed. Another one, is there a third one? Lack of preparedness. Lack of preparedness on behalf of who? The meeting organizers or the attendees?
So I think everyone when it comes to
so lack of preparedness. So we all go into meetings and we are not prepared for the meeting. So it's as if, well, they said I should go. So I am come. Okay, so we are not prepared for the meetings. Okay, lack of preparedness. Any other thing that is common? Timing. Like we fix it at the wrong time.
no,
This
so-
is
so
different
you
from
have
punctuality.
in between the session of the meeting, not deep into the
Not sticking to the agenda. We are not sticking to the agenda, or maybe it's overly packed because we didn't stick to the agenda. Because if we have an agenda and we have put our time in, then if we stick to it, we're probably going to end on time. Okay, so how many points do we have? 4. So are you timing us for the entire session? Please, you let us know once we have done half of our lab session. So ladies and gentlemen, it appears, sorry? We already have, wow. So how time flies. So it happens that we all know what is wrong with meetings, but I make bold to say that we are probably all guilty. And if we don't start addressing these matters now, we'll soon burn out easily. Because everybody needs to meet for one thing or the other at work. you have to meet for one thing or the other. At home, you have to meet for one thing or the other with your friend, with your family, or schoolmates. I'm sure I'll be surprised if there's anybody in this room who doesn't belong to like maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 WhatsApp groups. Please, are you going to sleep at all? And then you want to remember everything. Even when you don't want to play a role in some of these meetings, people start asking you, you must play this role, you must play this role. Are you now going to live your entire life attending one meeting or the other? Okay, if you must attend this meeting, let it be effective. That is what we're saying. For today, Toastmasters says that we should concentrate only on club officers' meetings. But we are taking meetings generally because we know that if we get it right now, we can apply it not only to club officers' meetings, even to our regular club meetings and other meetings that we attend. So we have identified what is wrong with meeting. 5, please, I want the groups to look at it. 4 across board that is wrong with meetings. Okay, if those are the things that we have agreed, okay, good, thank you. So planning, let's plan our meetings, let's be strategic. And when we have our agenda, isn't it the most important thing? We know exactly when to do what we are going to do. We order it properly, we time it properly. We look at all the, sometimes I see people, you have 1 hour for a meeting and then you have allocated like 2 hours. I don't know how you are going to compress it, because if you did not even do it at the planning stage, how are you going to be able to cope later? So, meeting best practices. Now we are going to regroup again for 10 minutes. Do we still have that much time? 10 minutes and we are deciding. We are only going to agree. I'm not the one that was going to tell us. We're only going to agree. What should we be doing from now on? Please, let's quickly regroup and decide what we should be doing. Once we agree, then somebody reports it to us and we go home. We have agreed and we follow. Thank you. Meeting best practices, please regroup. Thank you. This time, 10 minutes.
This might be based on that.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
So time management. Oh, sorry? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you. You know, the beautiful thing about Toastmasters is we have so much. Resources abound. Can we give ourselves a round of applause, please? Thank you. Somebody wants to ask you, why are you still there? Is it that you haven't learned anything or you haven't learned enough? The truth is, there's no way you will be with Toastmasters and you not learn something new. It has never happened. I've never been in the midst of Toastmasters and I didn't learn something new. And but for somebody like me who, I think, let's just say, if they say what's my hobby, I don't know. But maybe my hobby is sleeping. No, it's not sleeping. Sleeping. I actually checked it out, but they said it's not an acceptable hobby. Start from here. Meeting best practice. What's the best practices now? Because we are probably going to single it out a few. So group 3, who is going to tell us what we decided here that is the best way to go about it? Oh, can we give Toastmasters Clarence? Oh, yes, I put tell them that. Sorry. Your name is and you are from wants to tell us meeting best practices as far as group 3 is concerned. I want to go forward.
All right, so well, it's not in this group.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm out of hearing on this right here, especially around this time.
That's some of the challenges we identified, and then the solutions to some of those challenges.
Okay, somebody noting.
Is punctuality to meetings.
Okay, so the best practice,
Yeah,
you have to be punctual to meetings.
African time.
Not acceptable. African time not acceptable, and I think it's a little derogatory. It's not African time, it's some people's time, because Africans are punctual. Okay, so
look at having a proper meeting agenda.
Proper meeting agenda,
So
yeah.
Gives a structure for the meeting.
Good.
Then a follow-up after meetings, especially
Follow up on agreed meeting items, yes.
So the meeting must have an effective evaluation, very constructive evaluation, because that's one of the game changers.
Are we talking about club officers meeting, club meetings, or general meetings? Club meetings. So evaluation. So we should take for club meetings. Let's note it for club meetings. Let's take general evaluation more seriously. Yes. Sometimes we just do it like
set the theme for the day.
theme.
Yeah.
Meeting
So
theme.
that gives us
Direction, kind of. Yeah. For club meetings, not club officers meetings, not general meetings.
So our meetings sometimes spicy talk with a lot of creativity. Sometimes
To make it more engaging meetings. Good. Thank you very much. Can we take, yeah, Prof, you're not the only one in your group. Ooh, Prof, somebody else. Can't we hear somebody else's voice? Will not be accused of not allowing everybody to talk. One of the cardinal things of activities. Yes, thank you. And the name is, okay? Lighthouse Prestige. Toastmaster Chukwemeka from Lighthouse Prestige is giving us best practices from group 2.
Okay, one is start meeting.
Punctuality again. Start, no, not arrive on time. Start the meeting on time because we may all arrive and we just start. Yeah, okay. So,
Second is early planning and early check on players.
check on role players before. Did you say?
Yes.
So whose responsibility would that be?
That would fall on ESCOs, the ones that.
Whoever calls the meeting should follow up on
So the planning team, which is.
the planning team, whoever plans the meeting. So because that cuts across, it's not only club officers meeting, it could also be regular club meeting. Good.
Third is disciplinary measures for child.
Disciplinary measure. Like no candy for you or fun. Anyway, we'll all agree on what we read. And I don't know why.
Right. What's going in the.
Love you.
So if you're to come in late, you could send a quick text.
Yeah, honestly, it's so polite. Oh, okay, but did we get to that point? That if there's a change in plan or if you are running late or something, is that? I want to be sure I got it like that. Okay. Communicates change. Okay.
The role players are there to our track.
Role players should, some of us love our voice so much. It's how we evaluate and well, I'm just loving and enjoying it. And I'm spending 6 minutes. And I've been giving just 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It happens. So, but we have to.
Next is the timekeeper should be given a reasonable power to strictly enforce.
How? Timekeeper.
Person is feels.
Less than a captain. That was
So the very analytic style, like some I think mentioned there that each change the templates for the agenda to make to add colors, make it look different.
Sorry, is it physically or inside the agenda? Are you varying the content or you are varying the output?
But the templates just very.
Templates.
Very.
Okay.
I've seen about 2 I've seen about 2 different templates.
Okay.
Now we could have an accountability manager, that could be the timekeeper or maybe the silence patterns as well, so you know, ensure everything.
Okay.
We can for the virtual meeting, I spoke about people not catching time a lot. So we could have a wide angle camera, so people that are not wide.
Techies, wide angle cameras, I don't know what they look like. Okay. Okay. Final.
Yeah, the final one is still on the engagement. So there could be a 5-minute itinerary added to virtual meetings for each person that is a speaker or not the answer to introduce them. So
Okay, so proper introduction. Thank you very much. is yeah. Thank you. And this is sorry? Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo is from Ike. Seaside. Send out agenda early enough, not just the day before. Okay? We warm up their feet. Warm up. Okay. Yeah. Reach out to people personally. Okay. Okay. I speak up. Dancing session. Why not? It's not a crime. Livelier and more engaging. Good. Yeah, exactly. We can even have joint meetings with other clubs. That's for club meetings, not exco meetings. Okay. Starting early. Okay, starting on time. And thank you, Mail, for attending and for not developing cold feet during the meeting. Yes. Sorry. Okay.
Which is, I think, very key organization. Let me explain, because we didn't touch on that. So, for example, if we're going to have a hybrid mission, you need that green line. You need the location of the meeting, you need to put on your banner and all of that.
Okay, so that.
Yeah, and also the agenda that we're talking about is also part of the organization. So the overarching planning and organization of the meeting.
That's for club meetings.
So and started the meeting and so people. So that's the overall planning needs to happen because it's related to this. And that, please allow me to give the example. I know that the positioning of that is wrong for the online.
This?
Yes. Because the thing go back. You need to put all of it because we're using a good document for people who are not look at that people.
So they are not following.
Exactly.
How many people do we have online? I'm not checking. Sorry? Okay, because we are recording now. Okay.
So why is that? And it's not just for this type of meeting. Even when you're having your expo meeting, you need to plan in such a way that irrespective of the location, the person is feeling part of the meeting. If not, we come to effective for them and
for hybrid. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we do that for a round of applause? So now that we know what we want to always, sorry, so what can I do now? Yeah, okay, I keep forgetting. Now I want to change my. We are going to agree today that anytime we are having our meetings,
Stop sharing.
Stop sharing. Stop sharing this.
What is the plan?
I thought I read it is.
Really?
Effective meetings 2. This one. Yeah. The most important thing for us to go over is that anytime we are planning our meeting, we realize that we are having this meeting for a particular purpose. What exactly are we meeting for? What are we meeting about? Why are we meeting? And that's the intention. We shouldn't finish this meeting and we are wondering what we come to a meeting thinking, oh God, they are going to take my time to do. It should be something we are looking forward to. So we are now going to wrap up this by agreeing, and somebody will need to tell us exactly what we are doing. But each of us will agree to the most important thing. In your group, for instance, in your group, what will you say is number one thing? The most important best practice about any meeting at all. If we are going to say this is the one most important thing, the best important, the best practice that we use. In fact, it is unthinkable that we have a meeting and we are not taking this into consideration. Two. Yeah. It's one most important thing. Planning. Planning. And here, what would you say is the one most important practice of 16? Three cardinal things. Nobody goes to meetings in division. Hello? Sorry, yes. Nobody goes to meeting in division F without adhering to those things. But today, some people, when I look at the responses that were sent in for the pre-work and the session work week, I identified these factors. Some people said that some participation people down people thinking they have nothing to control. I'll be surprised if any Toastmaster does that. We all know that. I mean, for you to be a Toastmaster, you have already identified that speaking and reading is important. So why don't you want to do that on anybody? Anyway, some people not engaging monopolistic, no agenda, no organization, and facilitator allows everybody to do their thing their own way, and people say what other people have said. No, those who do that probably have been seen nice because there are some people who wake up and say, yes, I concur. Some contributors want to prove the facilitator wrong because they know better. Late coming, unacceptable, lack of preparedness, poor attendance. Some meetings are not even required. Contributing act of contest, uninformed facilitators, lack of accountability, and all of this. So, meeting best practices. We have agreed today. We have agreed the three most important things. One, planning, agenda, time. Planning, agenda, time. So all our meetings to be said, plan, good agenda, and properly time. I was thinking about it because we have only 3 groups. Maybe if we had more than 3 groups, we would be doing more than that. I was thinking that if we are going to have an engaging agenda, suppose we have an agenda like this, I'm only asking. Remember, I'm asking, if we have an agenda that tells us what exactly we are doing, of course, before we have this agenda, we have the meeting name, we know who will be attending, whether it's some. Have you heard yourself in the meeting that for not for before? Yeah. Because they did not really tell you it's not for you. And and then discovered that this is for division directors and not for area directors at all. Then the date and the time and the location. If you have all of this, and we know who is supposed to be responsible for something, who is supposed to be telling us when the outcome, which outcome we're expecting, who is responsible for that. The timing, every agenda, please, if we are going to have an agenda, I think it's important, but we get the timing right. There's no point telling me, I've seen a situation where I think that's not that's true. It's always very fun when someone tells me to evaluate 7 speakers in 2 minutes. I'm sleeping through that 4 times. Why are we speaking? On the agenda. If we are going to be having a follow-up, who's going to have on what time? Meaning, there really shouldn't be, and that is part of the planning. It should be part of the planning, isn't it? When we meet, who is going to ensure that we are following up on what we are doing for? So who is going to be ensuring that today's session, where we are carrying it along with us anytime we meet? Is there anybody who speaks to? It's more efficient. But for all of us who attended today's session, it will be a thing. If we continue to organize our meetings the way we are organizing them before, if we have a meeting that's not properly planned, if we have a meeting where we don't have the agenda, if we have a meeting where the timing is wrong, timing by starting the punctuality and the second. Thank you very much. I think my time is done.
Thank you very much for being quite effective and for ending before the time. Thank you very much. Questions? Do we have questions?
Sorry, I thought you were going to.
So give it's not my role as moderator, this is my role as a Thank you, madam. We set out discussing what was wrong with meetings or what is wrong with meetings in the context of this master. And right. Okay. What is wrong with meetings? And we agreed on 4 things that are wrong with meetings and 3 best practices. The 4 things we agreed were wrong with meetings are: number 1, punctuality, people not being punctual and meetings not being on time. We agreed that since virtual meetings have become a thing, technical issues are commonly wrong with meetings. Lack of preparedness was the 3rd thing that was mentioned. And also lack of preparedness cutting across the role players and the participants. And 4thly, overpacked agendas or a lack of respect for timing was identified as being wrong with meetings. In terms of best practices, what we agreed as a team was that better planning is a best practice and overall planning, so end to end. And then we talked about the agenda, preparing the agenda, making it more exciting, realistic, and sending it out on time. And we talked about punctuality, starting a meeting and ending on time, as well as the role players and participants needing to be punctual. Those are what we discussed. Thank you very much.
I assume that you have it documented like that, and henceforth we are going to be having good meetings, engaging meetings, isn't it? We are going to be punctual, we're going to start on time, we're going to end on time, and we are going to ensure that we have our agenda, we are sticking to the agenda, and we are ensuring that every meeting minute is worth our time. Thank you so much. Do we need to have you tell us what you have written? Or you are going to send it to us? Because it will be repetitive. So she's going to send to us what she has written down, and it will be our duty to all go into our meetings and ensure that we do not commit those sins of ineffective meetings. So go into your meetings and do not commit all those sins. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the clarity for what.
So you can.
Yes, yes.
Have we got questions? Any questions?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Commendation. Yeah, so I'd like to give it a commendation.
Yes.
But I think she really what and they probably, I was thinking. One time, in fact, I was getting the best for well, it's also going to be a very memorable session. Thank you. Question: if you are a postmaster with younger than 3 years, if you are big,